So where does it apply? It applies to passwords locally provisioned. It applies to the enabled password if you're a CLI user. It does not apply to any integrations, namely identity provider. So the password requirements for authenticated users that come in through an enterprise identity provider are set by that identity provider through corporate requirements. So we don't touch those. API keys, any remote connection through Orchestrator notification service, so syslog receiver, WebSockets, ECOS integration, syslog, SNMP, BGP peers, anything that we're integrating to as an external device, these password requirements do not apply. We have this Orchestrator advanced property called enforce pass criteria. It is going to default to no. So if 9.6, all these extra requirements won't take effect unless you set this thing to yes. Not enabled in upgrades. It's not enabled for new orchestrators. It is unidirectional. So once you set it to true, it cannot be reverted back to false. We added some columns. If you go to the orchestrator user screen, the pop-up, last time logged in, and once password expiry is enabled, you'll see when your password is about to expire. You'll get a pop-up notification. So if you're logged in and your password's about to expire, you'll get a notification. If you haven't logged in, you'll get an email once your username is deleted. So that's an after the fact email. So there's two templates. One exists, the user management template. It's exactly the same as it's always been, except for now this checkbox. You can uncheck your admin user and no longer have an admin user. So be careful with these, but this wasn't functioning before. The user management template sets the user and the password. There's a new template called password settings template that sets the password policy, but minimum password length, requirements, password expiry, password notification, password history count, user inactive days are all set in the password settings template. The password settings template has no effect, will not be applied if that orchestrator advanced property variable is not set. So that one variable controls orchestrator settings, or the applicability of orchestrator settings, and the applicability of this template from orchestrator to EdgeConnects. And once you have this running, there's a new screen, appliance password settings. Like a lot of other settings, you have a template, then you can look at how it's applied across some subset or all the appliances. Notifications on the EdgeConnect SSH, if you're using a CLI, or the web UI, you'll get the pop-up notification that your password's about to expire. If you're running an orchestrator less than 960, the command is AAA PM tally. Deny is number of failure attempts, and unlock time is how long you're locked out. If you're running a 9.6 orchestrator, the CLI command is AAA auth failure deny or auth failure unlock time. There are a bunch of, I didn't list them all, but a bunch of relevant CLI commands. I would express caution using these commands to administrate passwords and password policies. You should be using the templates, the orchestrator templates to do that.